still haunting that place to this day. Students have seen a figure of a girl on stage, and others said they can see another figure behind that she's suspending there. And others have claimed they've seen a figure of a male student waiting at the door. Do you think this is the students that actually unalived themselves that passed away? They named it after Romeo and Juliet was because they were inspired by that story.
Yeah,
No
I think
way.
it is them. I'm pretty sure it's them.
Hi, my witches and norms. Welcome to WitchDarkTales podcast. I am your host, Moon Witch, and as always, Miguel,
Hi.
our beautiful friend Bianca, the moderator in her back.
Hey guys.
Now, before we get into it, I just want to say we finally reached 10K on TikTok.
Yay!
I wouldn't be here without you guys. I just want to tell you guys I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. I really do.
I'm glad
Same
I'm
here.
proud of being here.
But
Of course.
also, we wanted to celebrate because that's why we're outside. I know it's kind of, ugly or whatever, but it feels so fresh.
Ugh, I'm
No
so
more
here
100
for it.
degrees.
Ooh, no more 100 degrees.
Nope.
Knock on wood. Not to mention, we're also doing a Halloween special from October 1st to October 31st, where we share your scary stories, including images and videos for every day of the month. Woo! So stay tuned. Don't forget to check that out also. But with that being said, let's get straight into the podcast. Did you guys know that in Sanger, California, there's a haunted newspaper station?
No.
No.
So you know how like we have the Fresno Bee?
Yeah.
Well, they have a thing called Sanger Herald, which is obviously the Herald is the name of the newspaper place. Well, supposedly investigators, remember how we talked about Jeffrey Gonzalez?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
I
The guy
remember.
about Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So him and his team did an investigation. They actually went to the Haunted Herald. That's what they call it. So the newspaper place, and then workers reported seeing a lady in white haunting the place.
Lady in white?
And also, one of the psychics who's a sensitive. A sensitive is someone who's able to see beyond the parallel world because we can't see it, right? Like the 5D dimension. So they see the 6D, sixth sense, obviously. So she saw these spirits, and then one of them was actually a toddler or a baby. But it's just wild to me because the fact that this place is haunted really scares me. I always assumed Fresno was always haunted. But just to think of Sanger, and what if, oh my God, Madeira. Remember Madeira?
Mm-hmm.
We might go there. Not right now, but we will. But that place is haunted, and supposedly they caught an image of it. We did like more research and we couldn't find it, but supposedly it's haunted. So let's just get straight into story number 2: the haunting of the Snake Road, or officially known as Channel Road.
It's called Channel Road.
Mm-hmm.
But they call it Snake Road because the road is like a snake.
Uh-huh.
Like it's a lot of turns around there. They have these situations where there's people who have crashes or, ride off.
Like accidents.
Accidents, pretty
Stir
much.
the effing cauldron.
But there is a story. They say that it might be haunted because of this situation that happened. So there was a mother who was driving with her 2 kids who she lost control of the car. So then the car like twisted and turned, and she was trying to get help. But when she was trying to get help, I guess another car just drove and hit her too. And of course, both the kids and her, they passed away. So the story goes is that place is haunted because the mother is, you can hear the mother trying to call for her children.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
She's trying to find her children, like the story like Llorona.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So-
It's similar to that or what?
So it's similar to that story because you know about the story of Llorona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the La Llorona is the same way, She technically lost her kids. For La Llorona, she drowned her kids or unalived the kids, and she regretted it, and now she's trying to find them. But for the Snake Road situation, she lost her kids due to an accident, and she's trying to find them.
Wait, since you said this story kind of sounds similar to La Llorona, now we obviously know that La Llorona's story happened in Mexico, right?
In Mexico, story originated technically.
Well, okay, so it might sound crazy, but let's open a possibility here. La Llorona drowned her kids in the water, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
The lady got in a car accident. Well, did you guys know that there's a Kings River bank over there?
No.
Kings River Bank.
Yeah, it's like a lake, you can say, like a river.
Yeah.
So what if La Llorona traveled from Mexico all the way over here, and somehow that was actually her, and that's where the story originated? I'm just saying. Don't take
Maybe.
my word for it, but I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Mis hijos, huh?
Mis hijos, mis niños.
That's scary. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that this is actually La Llorona, or was this just another folktale in Sanger, California, for us to be, scared about? I don't want to go there.
Well, they say if you go there, you can hear her, crying. And there's situations where it'll probably make your car stop. Isn't that creepy? But technically, it's like saying she's trying to get help still for what happened that day.
Oh, when people turn around try to help her, it causes an accident. So like, kind of like continue. What is it called? The cycle continues.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You think she's doing it on purpose?
Who knows? Maybe.
Drop down a comment and let us know. Story number 3. This place is called the Brehler Square Park. Now, allegedly, it's haunted by the Yucca tribe. So back in the days, there was a building called the Brehler's Block, where it's about businesses, all that expansion. So the story was Oscar Brehler's, who traded goods like pharmacists, medicines, and all that with the Yucca tribes, who was, you can say, a Native American tribe. And so the story was when he was trading it with them, years progressed that building collapsed in 1986 and it went inside the basement, and so they rebuilt that place and it became a park. Well, legend has it that the Yucca tribe is still there to this day, trying to trade baskets for goods, and people can hear drummings, chantings, and also sing-alongs when they're in that park. A man allegedly said that when he was walking his dog, he literally saw the Yucca tribe, or one of the Native American Indians, there, and he ran away.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, wait, do you think that the basket like somehow was buried in there, like an extra basket?
You know what? I believe it because I feel like a lot of, spirits or stuff like that are always connected to like physical artifacts or physical things that are tied to this world. So, could be.
Just like that movie Deliverance. Have you guys seen the Deliverance?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but this still was the scene where in the movie Deliverance, Zach Baggins, I guess he bought at the house a long time ago, and he actually took a part of the floor, basement, and dirt to his museum. And with his museum, supposedly that he took a part of that and is haunting that place, right? Well, they were saying that spirits are actually able to attach to dirt and like objects, which is crazy to me because an attachment, that means if you buy anything from downtown, like a thrift store, it might actually belong to somebody else, and they're haunting that place if they did pass away, allegedly.
So it's like the soul is transferring to that
Yeah, or like
thing?
a part of it. Think of a genie when you rub it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
living in there, but obviously that's just an analogy we want to use,
Could be.
That's scary, huh?
Definitely.
I imagine that coming home and then all this stuff happening because of that little place that you went to.
No pun intended. The chairs are flipped. Forks and stuff is hanging up on in the ceiling. I would have been like, I'm moving out, sir, ma'am.
I know, but it's crazy because it's a park, and like at parks, like a lot of people, go there and everything like that. So, there should be a lot of like recollection.
happening.
Yeah, like of course, because people go in the mornings, afternoons, nighttime, and stuff. Like you said about that guy, where even his dog started barking, at the present. So I can believe it because it couldn't be just one story who's seen it or.
What if spirits don't know the sense of time and they just think they're still there waiting to trade the baskets?
That could be another thing. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Did you guys know that spirits don't know a sense of time?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so they relive the moment over and over. For example, when people who unalive themselves on purpose, they're actually reliving that moment over and over and over. Now, if you're not religious, we're not going to get into it, but it is said that that's the punishment for the people who do the unaliving on their own,
Allegedly.
and so they're just reliving that moment over and over and over. And viewers' discretion is advised. This is a sensitive topic. Skip to the next scene. You guys, it's so fresh out here.
Oh, I
Very
know. I'm so over these hot days.
No more 100
100-degree weather.
degrees.
I know, huh? 100-degree weathers. Please leave us.
Yes, it feels so fresh. Like you can see in my hair, it's all.
My hair is like.
Well, summer is about to be over. It actually is ending on September 23rd.
Something like that.
And
You guys see that breeze?
Right. Did you see my hair? Oh, well, it was Bianca's birthday and we actually went out. It was so much fun.
That was very fun.
Well, guess whose birthday's next?
I don't know who.
Our special podcast guest.
Not me twitching out. We're gonna have a little funsies.
A little fun weekend.
Wait, so what do you want to do for your birthday?
I'm still deciding.
It was easy for Bianca to talk about her birthday.
Well, as long as there's... Oh, wait, I cannot say that.
Oh my god, the fact that, well, off topic, the fact that for your birthday we literally stayed up the whole time.
Right?
I know. Oh my god, I feel so bad about that.
Let's get on to the next story. Have you guys ever heard the little boy who stole pie from this area called Acacia Drive?
Nice.
Yeah, so think of his houses as suburbs or regular houses, you know?
Okay,
So back in the 1900s, there's a story about a little boy who was an orphan and he was always hungry and allegedly they never fed him there. So he went down Acacia Drive. So Acacia Drive is basically in Sanger, California, but they have their own street, just like how we have, I don't know, Chaplin Drive. You can
Yeah.
think of it like that.
Uh-huh.
Or the new street's called Cesar Chavez. Did you guys hear about that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I
Actually.
turned Kids Canyon to...
Yeah, so it used to be called Kings Canyon, but now it's called Cesar Chavez, which is fine. But, you know, just we're bringing that up. But back to the story. There's a story about this boy who was stealing pie. And during the Depression, obviously in the 1900s, you know? So the story was he was living in it as an orphan and they never fed him, allegedly. And so he decided to go to Acacia Drive. Acacia Drive is basically like a suburb home area, like back in the days. And during that time, he was so hungry that he saw a pie at the window. And when he saw the pie at the window, he took it and tried to run off with it. He was startled by an older gentleman who opened the door and said, "Where are you going with my pie?" And so when he got scared, he tried to run off, and that older man accidentally pew-pewed and unalived him.
Okay.
Over a
Very
pie?
sad.
Yeah, over a pie. And so he's still haunting that house. And again, I can't tell you where. In Acacia Drive, he's haunting in one of those houses to this day. People reported seeing food missing, being left on a counter, disappearing. Even food in the refrigerator was gone.
What?
Do you guys think that he's still haunting that place to this day?
I think it's probably still trying to find food, pretty much. I would think.
That's so sad.
It is very sad.
Aw.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
He was just hungry.
He can eat all the food that he wants from my fridge.
Yeah, well, your house. Because, you know, I love chow mein. I can't do that. Respectfully speaking, tell me what you guys think about that. Do you believe that he's still haunting that place in Acacia Drive to this day? Or was it just another urban legend, again, to scare the folks in Sanger? Drop down a comment and let us know. I'm scared. Knock on wood. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Heard about Corrio's bar?
Yes, actually.
No,
I think
not me. I never...
No?
Well, like the hauntings that happened around there or
no,
anything
no,
like
no.
that.
No.
Okay, so obviously, especially in the Central Valley, we have a lot of history, you know. So this bar, one of the biggest things is that there was a night worker who apparently got unalived and is said to be still haunting around the old Singer bar where she was sadly unalived. And there are a lot of, I'm reading, looking up right here, that there's a lot of witnesses that have seen a ghost, like a woman walking down the road in the direction of Fresno. So it's in Sanger, but they're walking towards the direction of Fresno, and she's usually only seen for an instant before she disappears. And interesting enough, it's thought that she isn't one of the victims from, you know, the past crazy stuff that's happened around there, but you know, it's just like one of the things that they've seen specifically still haunting that area.
I heard about that, to be honest. Well, the last part that you said. So I know that a couple years, not even that, during that time, wow, I never knew that this was really related. This is the crazy part. So back then, at that time, the story was a night worker who was pew-pewed and unalived. Fresno County and Sanger County was actually fighting over that case.
No
Really?
way.
Yes, they were fighting over that case to see who was going to take it because it was the biggest scandal in our county.
During that time, yeah.
Yes, because allegedly it was also related to a traffic ring and also, you know, I can't say it, but things that people do
Yeah.
with these stuff. And I guess supposedly it was related to like the allegedly the bikers gang circle thing. I don't know what it's called, but you know, things in that
Oh,
set.
that kind of makes sense. Okay.
Do you think she got caught in the crossfire?
It could be, you know, you just never know, especially around there. And like how you said, the activity that was already happening in there, I'd believe it.
That place is still there right now. but it's actually like a Mexican food place now instead of a bar. We'll probably see a spirit of that lady passing by. You guys, again, drop down a comment and let us know. Do you think she's still haunting that place to this day? I'm kind of scared, and to be honest, I feel like that should be a little trip we should go to.
We should. And
Respectfully
investigate.
speaking. Respectfully, we're not laughing at her, I promise. So if you're from Sanger, listen to this. In 1990, there's a story about Sanger High. Now the building is still there, but it's now known as Wham's Middle School. The story kind of relates to Romeo and Juliet. The story was there was two students who were madly deep in love, and so the parents didn't want them to be together because the girl was hiding the love of her life. And when the parents found out, the parents were like, I don't want you to be with him. And so the students actually went to Sanger High Middle School theater and unalived themselves by suspending. Rumor has it that they're still haunting that place to this day. Students have seen, allegedly, that they can see a figure of a girl on stage, and others said they can see another figure behind where, the back of the auditorium, that she's suspending there. And others had claimed they seen a figure of a male student waiting at the door. Do you think this is the students that actually unalived themselves that passed away?
That's crazy.
And the reason why they named it after Romeo and Juliet was because they were inspired by that story.
Yeah.
No
I think
way.
it is them. I'm pretty sure it's them.
I'm scared because it really is scary, but at the same time it kind of hurts because I'm like, they didn't have to do that. And again, I'm respectfully, they could have just still be together and not unalive each other. But at the time, they were probably just so madly deep in love. But who are we to say that, right? You guys, let us know what you guys think about that. Do you think that was actually the spirits of the lovers that unalived themselves, that who relates kind of like Romeo and Juliet? Drop down a comment and let us know. As always, we don't mean to end it so soon, but it is about that time. You guys don't notice this, but we sit here for hours, but the video's about what, 25 minutes to 30? If you guys are from seeing it, drop down a comment. Maybe the story we told wasn't true, but we want to know from your inside, you know?
Very
But
much.
before I let you guys go, what would you want to tell the viewers and all the listeners about what we learned about urban legends in Sanger, California?
You believe there's other stories that we probably be interested or haven't heard of, let us know and drop down in the comments.
B?
As always, just keep it coming with these new stories or anything that you've guys seen before. I mean, I feel like we all three find it really interesting. So keep it coming, guys.
And we love it. And for me, I just want to say we finally reached 10K on TikTok and YouTube. We are finally being monetized, and we just want to say thank you to all of you that's been here supporting us. And I'm not going to get emotional, but I just want to say, my friends are here with me, and because of them, we wouldn't be here. And again, as always, thank you guys for joining our podcast and enjoy. And we'll see you next time every Sunday on Witch Dark Tales. Blessed be my witches and norms. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.